Hey you guys, good morning. It's Jane. I have got a really cool image transfer technique that I want to show you guys today. And this month is all about adding images to your work, furniture, walls, floors, you name it. So today we're going to be using Authentico's Art Medium. This is what you use for an image transfer. So we're going to use Authentico Art Medium. We're going to need just some kind of a smaller brush because we're going to be painting it on. You need your prepared surface. So no matter what you're doing this on, it should be clean. I am doing it on chalk paint. I've gotten the best results with chalk paint, and this is chalk paint that has not been finished in any way. You have to have just chalk paint, no wax, no top coat. And I got this really pretty image off of, I think it's called the Graphics Fairy. And if it has letters in it, it has to be reversed because we're going to be turning this over and applying it this way and then lifting the paper off. So if you do words, make sure when you print it out that it is in reverse. I'm not sure what kind of printer I have, but I believe this works on both laser and inkjet printers, and I think this is actually an inkjet. I'll do a little digging about that and see exactly. One thing I forgot, I'm gonna go grab it now, is you're going to need some kind of a straight edge, like a credit card. Hang on. All right, so you need a credit card or something plastic to push out any bubbles that might form. So it's a lot like decoupage. All right, so we're ready to go. So I take my art medium, I gave it a little shake before. And I'm really gonna apply it. Now, I wanna say, before I do this, I am not gonna go out into the white area of the page. You could even really cut that out and just kind of go around and get rid of this before you apply your art medium. Because there's no image there, you don't need it. Whoop. We'll just get rid of that. Now this works, my printer here where my workshop is it only prints in black and white, but this image is so beautiful. It's got a pink rose, and you can, obviously do this with colored, a colored image, or you could also, as we did the last week, tint your black and white image. All right, let's begin. So you take your art medium and just start painting that on. And I'm putting on a nice, thick, even coat. Make sure you get every part of your image. And you really should work in a systematic way, and that's always been a challenge of mine. And but that helps in making sure that every single part of your image is covered. I can't help myself. I bop around. And that's not good. Okay. Now I haven't tried this with like images from magazines and stuff, but I imagine that would work because they're made with soy inks now. All right, so once you do that, turn your image over and place your image. And you might, if you need it to be placed in some place that's like really exact, you might want to make some little marks. So there's the image. First thing I'm going to do is smooth it with my fingers kind of from the inside out. And then take your credit card and just push it out. And you'll even see some of the art medium squeeze out. So, and that's okay. All right. That's it. Now, this needs to dry, say for a day. They recommend 24 hours. You know, like I always say, it depends on the weather. Is it warm and dry or warm and humid? But you want it to dry for, say, 24 hours. So do it at the, the end of your day and get up the next day, wait, do some other painting and creative stuff, and then you can begin the removal process. And I'm gonna show you that, and I'm gonna throw my brush in some water. So now you get up the next day, it's been 24 hours, you're ready to remove. Now I've started this, and what you do is you take your spray bottle, and I have some lukewarm water in here, and you spray. And I really am soaking it. Make sure you have some paper towels around. And you're just gonna kind of, so here I see this is that extra paper. So I'm gonna peel that off. Let's get that out of the way. And you're not gonna do that because you're gonna be smart and cut around your design. Okay. So what you do, and make sure you have some cloths here, is you just start to rub off with your fingers the paper. And you'll see it's like magic. It leaves the image behind. And you'll also see if I didn't have that image flipped, everything would be backwards, which would make us all very sad. Again, you might have to keep kind of soaking this, but it goes pretty quickly. I want to get to this area that's kind of resisting. Make sure that we get, yeah, it works just fine. So you could actually, probably the smart thing to do would be to spray this down, leave it for like 10 minutes, and then come back and do your removal. Now the thing about the art medium and why we want to cut away is I can see just a little bit of it, like a difference between the the plain chalk paint and then where we had the art medium image. So if you could get close, that would be great. Now I'm not gonna torture you watching me do this, but when you're done with this, I would give it and I'm gonna do this today, and actually I'll do another quick live with me finishing this. I'm gonna remove all the paper, let it dry, and give it a very light sand. And I wanna show you, when you don't, here's a little pocket where I missed the art medium, and that's what's gonna happen. Doesn't bother me because it's kind of a little bit of a distressed, you know, postage stamp kind of image, but that's why you really wanna be systematic about applying your art medium. You could finish this with wax, you could finish it with a matte sealer. I'm gonna use some wax around this. So I will be back again in the Facebook group when I go to the finished part of it. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes.